Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video we are going to discuss about LLM versus RAG. LLM stands for large language models and RAG stands for retrieval augmented generations. As we have seen, AI is completely changing the world now, and you have noticed most of the companies are now developing their own AI assistant tool. So as part of this video we will understand how and why these companies are developing their own AI assistant tool. So let's understand first what is LLM. So LLM stands for large language models, and these are the AI models which is pre-trained on massive amount of data. What does it mean of pre-trained basically? For example, ChatGPT is our LLM, Gemini is our LLM, and these models are trained on massive amount of data, but they don't have any up to date or real time data. For example, ChatGPT 4.0 or let's take 5.0 version, they are trained or they have the data till previous month, but they don't have a data of current month. If you ask or if you give any prompt to ChatGPT and ask, okay, just tell me what happened today in India, these models doesn't have any real time data or up to date informations. So what they will do, they will try to generate some fabricated informations very confidently, and you will also feel okay whatever they are telling or whatever the answers these AI models suggesting or giving us, these are accurate, but actually these are not correct because they are pre-trained. They don't have any informations about current month because they have trained till previous month. So this is the very big problem, or I would say disadvantage, with these LLMs. Let's understand how basically these LLMs works. So for example, first user give a input, like input you will give a prompt, okay, just tell me what is AI. What it will do, it will go and look for these keywords in the LLM, because LLMs are trained on massive amount of data. It could be your websites, books, PDF, forums, so many things. They have already trained it, and it will go and search for that particular keyword, and it will give you an answer or output. But if you ask LLM, okay, just tell me why my deployment got failed, and LLM is blank because it doesn't have a private access, or it doesn't have access on your private data, on your company data. That's the another disadvantage. That's why it cannot provide you a accurate answer why your deployment got failed yesterday, or because it doesn't have a permission to check your company data or your private or your personal data. That's the another limitations which these LLM has. So to overcome these issues, companies use a RAG. With the using RAG, they are implementing their own AI assistant tool. And these are the popular LLM tools like GPT, Cloudy Code, Gemini, and few open sources and few LLMs, APIs and platform also we have for every cloud provider, Azure, Amazon, Google. So these are the popular LLM tools which is available in the market. So we already discussed how a normal LLM work. So I am skipping this slide. Now let's move to a RAG. RAG is a retrieval augmented generation. Basically, again, it is a AI model, but it is different from a LLM, because in LLM it doesn't have access on your private data or in your company documents, policies, or any kind of data of your companies, because these are privates. So what RAG does, so RAG use LLM plus tools. There could be a n number of tools basically which RAG use. So let's take a simple example to understand a RAG. So how basically RAG work? If you ask a prompt, if you are using RAG, then how it will work? First you will ask a question, okay, just tell me why my deployment got failed yesterday. It will go and look for the information in your private database. Here private data means your vector database. So in background basically what you are going to develop, how you are going to develop RAG applications. You are going to collect all your company's personal data, you are going to embed those data, and you are going to store that data in a vector db or a graph db, and that will be a private database or private source of your information inside your company network. So and you are going to integrate your vector database with your LLM. You could use any LLMs, OpenAI or Gemini, whatever you want. So how this traffic, how this basically workflow will work? First you will ask a question to, or you will write a prompt. So first thing, it will go and look the data which you ask in your personal or in your private vector databases, because on your private or in your vector database you have a complete informations about your internal data, and it will go and look for that particular information inside your vector database. From here it will retrieve some context, and now that prompt plus context will forward to LLM, and then LLM basically will generate the response. So what is happening here? You have asked, tell me why my Kubernetes deployment failed. Now it will go and look for that information in your vector database, because now your RAG application has a permission or has a rights on your personal or in your private data. So first it will go and check inside your private database or in your vector database in terms of AI, and it will find a relevant context, and then it will move that particular prompt and that context to the LLM, and then finally LLM can give you an accurate answer. So RAG is mostly provide you 100, not 100%, 99% correct informations. It can also provide you some fabricated information if your database is not up to date. So in simple terms, there is an analogy called open book. So LLM works on a closed notebook, and use a closed notebook analogy because it doesn't have any access on your private data. But RAG is kind of a open book analogy, which basically has a access on your LLM along with your private vector database. So it will provide you a accurate information which you ask. And these are the popular RAG tools available in the market. So if you look for the framework, these are the langchain, llama index. In terms of vector database, there are many vector databases which is available, and these are the enterprise RAG platforms. So in comparison of LLM, RAG provide you a more accurate informations because of access on your personal data. And this is the complete pipeline how basically RAG work internally. So user question, first thing, it will go and retrieve the informations, and here is your data source, your documents, logs, databases, websites, email policies, all your databases. It is going to look for this particular query in your inside your data source. Then it, because, and all those data sources you are going to store in vector database. So in vector databases it will pass that query, or it will basically search that particular keyword in the vector database, and it will find some context relevant to the information or relevant to the question which you have asked. Then it will forward that prompt plus the context or the information which it will retrieve from the vector database. Then it will take both prompt and the context and pass to the LLM, and LLM will generate you accurate answers. So that's how basically RAG works. So basically in background you have to develop or you have to create vector database, and it is not straightforward to create a vector databases. There are complete pipeline which you have to set up. We will discuss in upcoming videos about how we can set up a RAG pipeline. But in this video, just want to give a quick overview how RAG is different from the LLM, and why most of the companies are developing or how they are developing their own AI assistant tool. And this is the quick comparison why RAG is better than a normal LLM, because the very first thing, LLM doesn't have a real-time data or up-to-date information because they are pre-trained. And RAG is basically use your company's internal data. That's why they will provide you a more relevant answers in compared to a LLM. And obviously LLM doesn't have a access, so they can't provide you accurate informations. Whatever you ask, they will provide you a response, or they will provide you a answers based on the data which they already have, or based on the history of the database which they had. So this is the quick comparison, and this is the traditional rack. This is not the agentic rack. This is the traditional rack framework. We have a more advanced rack which is agentic rack, which we will cover in next video. So I hope it's clear. In case if you have any doubts, please feel free to ping on a comment box. If you like the video, please do like and subscribe and share with your friends as well. So that's all for today. See you in next video. Thank you so much.